Let's dismantle one of adulthood's biggest lies. Most of what you're calling a need for clarity is actually panic wearing a tailored suit. From university onwards, we're trained to treat our lives like glossy corporate blueprints. We map out the exact age we'll hit the six-figure salary, the year we'll buy the house, the exact relationship timeline, and the immaculate digital calendar that proves we're hyper-efficient adults. We build these timelines with the confidence of architects, but with the emotional fragility of interns who are terrified of disappointing everyone. So let me ask you sincerely, how's that blueprint going? If you're anything like the rest of us, your beautifully drafted life plan is currently sitting in a corner, torn to shreds, coffee stained, and behaving like it never read a single line of your instruction. But here's the part we don't admit out loud. We don't panic because the blueprint broke. We panic because the break makes us look human. We panic because we're taught that clarity is a performance, that certainty is a personality trait, that adulthood is a straight line. You're sitting at your desk at 2 a.m., your jaw is clenched, and you're trying to bully your life into matching a timeline that doesn't actually exist. But forcing clarity is like screaming at an unrendered image to load faster on slow internet. It doesn't fix the resolution. It just crashes the machine. So today, we stop bullying ourselves into certainty. Your blurry vision isn't a failure of direction. It's a strategy. It's your nervous system saying, slow down. You're building too fast for the character you currently have. Most people fail because they build too fast. I'll show you exactly what I mean by that when we look at the foundation problem in a few minutes. Welcome to Clarity Lab. Pull up a chair, drop your shoulders. Let's tell the truth about what clarity actually is. I learned this the hard way. A few years ago, I took a massive client project. I had zero clarity on what the client actually truly wanted. But because I know my worth and I refuse to look incompetent, I did what driven professionals do. I forced it for 3 straight days, 3 straight nights. Adrenaline, black coffee, and pure panic. I pushed layout lines, picked color palettes, and forced a website blueprint my creative spirit absolutely hated. I equated speed with competence, exhaustion with excellence, and panic with productivity. On the 4th morning, exhausted, I hit send. 2 hours later, the client called. She didn't shout, she sighed. The kind of sighs that carries disappointment and compassion at the same time. You know the one. And said, Jumi, this is beautiful, but it completely misses the brief. Did you look at the foundation of who we are? I opened the file and laughed. The pixels themselves looked tired of my panic. I had built a stunning roof on a foundation that didn't exist. I scrapped 3 days of work and started again, slowly, intentionally, and structurally. And here's the part I didn't tell anyone at the time. The second version took me half the time because I wasn't fighting myself. That was the day I realized rushing clarity is just fear wearing expensive running shoes. It's survival mode pretending to be strategy. It's panic masquerading as ambition. So let's define clarity properly. Profession to profession. Clarity is not a crystal ball. It's not knowing the next 50 steps of your life. It's not a perfect timeline or a flawless blueprint. Inside Clarity Lab, We define clarity as structural subtraction. In plain English, it's about clearing the junk off your desk mentally and emotionally so you can actually see the wood beneath, or you can finally see what matters. Clarity is saying I don't know the full roadmap, but I know exactly what I refuse to tolerate on my timeline. Let's expand this. In your career, clarity isn't knowing the exact company you run in 3 years or work with in 3 years. Clarity is declaring I refuse to work in spaces that demand my peace as payment. In relationships, clarity isn't knowing the exact date you marry. Clarity is declaring I refuse to shrink my character to be accepted. In family, clarity isn't having a conflict-free dynamic. Clarity is declaring I refuse to carry generational expectations that contradict my truth. If that feels heavy, it's because it is. We're unlearning decades of conditioning here. Take a breath. In your identity, clarity isn't knowing your final personal style. Clarity is declaring I refuse to copy someone else's blueprint just to look busy. Clarity isn't knowing the next chapter. Clarity is declaring I refuse to rush a season that is clearly asking me to rest. When your life's blueprint breaks, it's not malfunction, it's a boundary. It's your identity saying, this version of me cannot carry that expectation anymore. Your vision grows blurry because you're moving too fast for the character development required to hold the scale of your future. If you force the structure before the concrete is dry, the whole thing collapses the moment you step inside. Clarity is not found in speed. Clarity is found in subtraction. It's found in the quiet moment when you admit I don't know everything, but I know what I'm done pretending. It's not a lightning bolt, it's a slow sunrise. It doesn't arrive with fireworks. It arrives with honesty. Clarity is the moment you stop performing competence and start practicing truth. The moment you stop forcing timelines and start honoring your pace. It's the moment you stop copying blueprints and start building foundations. It's one thing to declare you refuse to tolerate. It's another to build a life that actually supports those boundaries. That's exactly what we're going to map out over the next few weeks. And that is why Clarity Lab exists. In the next few weeks, we're not handing you toxic productivity checklists. We're exploring the raw architecture of unpolished transitions. We'll learn how to claim a pause as a position of power, how to master the brutal art of structural subtraction, how to build a spacious identity that can't be rushed, how to create clarity without panic, design direction without self-bullying, and finally, how to build your blueprint without losing your humanity. This is clarity with compassion, structure with softness, identity with sovereignty. If your plans are taking longer to render today, stop treating your pace like your problem. You're not failing. You're laying bricks that speed could never give you. Your pause isn't the delay before clarity. The pause is clarity in motion. Subscribe so you don't miss the rest of the Clarity Lab and tell me in the comments, what blueprint are you choosing to stop forcing this week? If you need a structural tool to support your pace, the $5 alignment and pace tracker and your free sanctuary wallpapers are waiting for you in the description. Take your time today, my friend. I'll see you in the comments.